Left-wing May Day protests erupting across the country, literally 3,000 of them, condemning President Trump and praising socialism, all fueled by your elected Democrat leaders.
We continue to fight for those who power this city as we look to deliver universal child care, faster buses, cheaper groceries, protecting our neighbors from the cruelty of ICE.
This is what democracy looks like. Happy International Workers' Day. The fight for justice continues.
Meanwhile, educators from Chicago to parts of North Carolina are coming under fire for canceling classes so that students and staff could protest.
Host of My View, Lara Trump, joins us now to react. You know, they had to put away all of their No Kings rally signs to celebrate King Charles the 111th. Now they've got new signs, but they don't seem to really know what the signs are about.
Yeah, this whole thing was absolutely crazy. And let's call it exactly what it is. It's not really a May Day protest. This was an anti-Trump, pro-socialism, pro-communism protest. And the irony, of course, guys, is that the very people, the millionaires and billionaires, a little Bernie Sanders this morning, who they purport to want to fight against were the very people who funded a lot of these crazy events yesterday. And listen, some of my personal favorite moments, as you guys just alluded to, are the fact that you had people out there with like a pro-socialism sign, and when asked, what is it you like about socialism, they have no idea. They went to another rally somewhere else in the country and asked people out there, well, can you name the socialist-run, communist-run countries that have been successful? Guess what they said? China, the former Soviet Union, and Cuba. Okay, this whole thing was a joke, and unfortunately, not a funny joke, because as you noted, they got our kids involved. The teachers' unions have cared absolutely zero about America's children. That is not a mystery to anyone out there. But what were they doing yesterday with America's kids? They were busing kids to these events, to these rallies around the country. And at a time when you have kids who aren't even reading or doing math at grade level, what were they learning in school yesterday alongside these rallies? They were learning activism, transgender issues, and DEI. This is shameful and this is crazy. This whole thing was a waste of time and resources. But hey, I guess anything to get the kids on the socialist bandwagon early, guys.
That's exactly right. You know what? We were laughing earlier in the show at some of these older protesters who didn't know why they were out there, and that's funny enough. But when you start taking kids and using our schools, taxpayer-funded schools, to indoctrinate children and to use them as your tools and get them out of school. We already have a huge absentee problem, for example, in Chicago, and they take them out of school and use them as protesters. Now you're crossing the line. Now you're using our tax dollars for your ideology. And by the way, you know, it isn't just the kids' curriculum, Laura, that I'm worried about. I'm worried about the teachers' colleges' curriculums that are actually churning out communist teachers who then want to turn our kids into little activists, little Marxist activists that they can use.
Yeah, well, listen, everybody knows where is it that they have to start. They have to start with the kids, and they've been doing it, Rachel, for a very long time. I think the one silver lining of COVID is that we finally saw as parents what our children were learning in these schools. A lot of people were totally blind to this. When you look at the fact that you just had a teacher allegedly try to assassinate the president of the United States last weekend, 1 week ago, you got to ask yourself what is going on in these schools. This stuff is crazy. And then you couple it with an event like this and what they were doing, busing these kids out there. It's scary stuff, but we know that this has always been the goal. They go to the weakest, most easily manipulated minds, which are the minds of children, and they want to start them early on this path. But it's why we as parents have to know what our kids are learning, and we have to put people in charge of schools, get them on school boards, run for school boards yourself, so that we know what's being taught in our schools. Nothing could be more important.
Yeah, they're trying to turn them into social justice warriors rather than reading, writing, and arithmetic. Hey, Laura, what do you got coming up tonight on My View?
Yeah, we have quite a show, you guys. The one thing I continually am asked about is how do I get a ticket to the UFC fight at the White House? You may have heard the president yesterday say that this is going to be starting to be built this week. They're putting the octagon down this week. Dana White's on. He's talking all about it. I have Judge Jeanine Pirro on, of course, U.S. Attorney from Washington, D.C., who's talking about that crazy assassination attempt that so many, of our colleagues, you guys were there, I think, in large part last weekend as well. Colin McDonald is the fraud czar. We're tired of the fraud, waste, and abuse in our country. He is putting teams together from the DOJ around the country, Minnesota, California, and elsewhere to fight back against all the fraud and abuse. And he is talking with us exclusively for the first time tonight at 9 p.m. So we'll see everybody there.
That's awesome.
That's so important. I bet some of our tax dollars were paying for Mayday as well.
Oh, yeah.
Lara Trump,
No
great
doubt.
stuff.
9 p.m., My View. We'll tune in.
Thanks, Laura.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.